Moin zusammen und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Beyond the Steel Sky. Wir sind beim letzten Mal hier bei Grahams Apartment angekommen und wir sollten mal mehr über Graham herausfinden, denke ich. So, gehen wir mal rein, ne? Ach ja, die Sprinkleranlage haben wir übrigens auch kaputt gemacht.
The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Wer bist du denn? Was ist?
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
Wer bist du denn?
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What?
Ja.
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know, weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
Ja, nee, weiß nicht. Ansichtssache.
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Ja, und ist das alles?
Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah, and what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
Okay, aber ich kann nicht keep walking.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
Ja. Was?
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Warum hat er gerade auf Blau gezeigt? Sollen wir es mal tun? Warum? Ja, wieso nicht blau?
Blue?
Lame.
But you're wearing... Never mind.
Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy.
Okay, lass uns mal eben das Inventar checken, ob sie uns was geklaut hat. Nee, hat sie nicht. Okay. Ich habe eine Frage. Was sollte das jetzt? War das, dass wir uns ihr vorstellten oder wie jetzt? Muss ich da nochmal hingehen? Ach Quatsch. Blödsinn. Das war...
It was another image of Joey, just as I remembered him. Clearly he'd made his mark.
Wahrscheinlich, aber... wieso fehlt ihm eigentlich der rechte Arm? Müssen wir... Muss ich? Ich glaube, ich möchte das nicht. Okay. Oh, weg ist er.
It was pretty clear that the girl didn't like me.
Ja, und das sie hier... Putzroboter. Oh, hi. Tag.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Wie geht's? Was ist das? Da ist
Water tank depleted.
Farbe?
The hold all was stained with paint.
Ja, kannst du sie nehmen? Nö. Okay, blau. Da ist blau. Können wir da rankommen? Ja, wohl noch nicht. Okay, hier steht grün. Na, der Putzroboter scheint aber nicht besonders effektiv zu sein, ha? Waschmaschinen?
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Okay, das kommt wohl erst später ins Spiel.
Spray. Please stand back.
Können wir ihn
Water
kennen?
tank depleted.
Ja. Außenbereich reinigen. Ich mach's einfach nur, weil es geht. Einfach nur, weil es geht. Anwenden. Einfach nur, weil es geht. So, lass mich raten. Wir müssen heraus für Apartmenttür. Das ist schon unser Apartment. Steht hier irgendwo... Gebäudekarte. Heile Programm anzeigen. Okay, da brauchen wir nichts machen. Okay. So, steht hier irgendwo... Nein, nein, halt, was? Nein, weg. Aua. Nicht betten. Okay, so, weg. Ist da jemand? Nein. Woher wissen wir, welches unser Apartment ist? Ich hoffe, das wird hier jetzt angezeigt. Okay. Das scheint der Handscanner so herausgefunden zu haben. Oh, hallo. Butler? Ich nehme an, das hier ist nicht...
Wait, I knew that you, Chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
Wir haben einen... Oh.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's wonderful. Oh, thank Joey. My dear husband is back.
Was?
I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records?
Was ist das?
I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into.
Was?
But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around.
Was für ein Spiel spielt sie da? Und warum macht sie mit? Ich meine, sie weiß doch, dass wir nicht Graham sind. Hochzeitsfoto. Okay, wir sehen uns erstmal um.
That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love.
Okay.
Rhythmic gymnastics, first place.
Okay. Das ist aber von ihr, nicht von uns.
Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive.
Bücher. Was liest er denn so?
Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books.
Ah, das scheint hier mehr ihre Sparte zu sein, ne?
A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by.
Ja, das ist hier mehr ihr Gedönse. Geht's hier noch irgendwo hin? Ja, tut es. Okay, das sieht aus wie... naja.
I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals.
Was zum Teufel? Oh, er sagte ja, Kinder.
I wondered if Graham self-medicated.
Da können wir noch mehr erfahren, okay. Was ist das hier?
Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago.
Das scheint hier aber eher ein Kinderzimmer zu sein, ne?
When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure.
Poster?
Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change.
Okay. Drucker. Was haben wir hier alles?
A printer? It was rare to see one of those.
Ja, können wir irgendetwas ausdrucken? Buch? Über was
How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them.
Was zum Henker? Kalender.
The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day.
Fantastisch. Meines Terminal. Vielleicht können wir irgendetwas ausdrucken. Meines. Willkommen bei Meines. Okay, Bürgerratgeber. Kommen wir jetzt an die
I
Nachrichten?
couldn't access Graham's messages.
Mist.
I added that to my list of things to look into.
Ja, okay. Hier hatten wir schon alles gelesen, ne? Vor 14 Tagen, la, das hatten wir schon alles gelesen. Immer schön lächeln, heute, das kennen wir schon alles, okay. Noch irgendwas
A
Eikes?
chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had made some headway, but I still needed to learn about Graham's work and his state of health.
Okay, versuchen wir es mal mit den persönlichen Daten, da müsste ja was drinstehen. Nein, keine Fotos.
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme.
Muss ich mir das merken? Muss ich mir das merken? Weiß ich nicht. Nachrichten, persönliche Daten, CD. Nee, ich glaube, hier sind wir durch. Okay. Ist das ein Kinderzimmer oder ist das seines?
Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around.
Okay.
Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls.
Was hat es hier mit auf sich? Schuhe? Das sind doch
You can
Kinderschuhe.
tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
Ah, ja, in der Tat. Da oben sind noch mehr Fotos.
The blind blocked out all the light from outside.
Ist das hier wirklich sein Zimmer?
Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls.
Ich meine, wir haben diesen Typen ja draußen gefunden. Spielzeuglandzug.
It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model.
Wozu hat er das gebraucht? Wozu hat er sich die Mühe gemacht? Ministeriumsuniform. Ah,
A
grün.
uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort.
Okay.
I wondered what exactly Graham's role was.
Also wir haben ja schon herausgefunden, dass er bei den Ladezügen arbeitete. Und jetzt halt eben im Comfort mit Ministerium. Okay.
Developing fluid in trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child.
Ja, und da ist die Ausrüstung. Er ist ganz offensichtlich ein Fotograf. Ambitioniert, weiß ich jetzt nicht, aber naja.
An impressive collection of medals ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born.
Okay. Eine Antiquität hatte er auch noch.
A sword? The blade was cracked.
Okay. Poster, was ist das? Chain of Production.
I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city.
Wieso hat er sich so dafür interessiert? Was war das für ein Typ? Und Klamotten. Ja. Okay. So. Das hier scheint mir ihr Dings zu sein. Okay. Coffeenator. Okay, aber da drüben ist noch ein anderer Raum. Oh, guck mal, Aussicht. Mit Aussicht. Verdunkelte Aussicht, aber immerhin langweilige Aussicht. Okay. So, was haben wir hier? Das Bad. Ah ja. Okay. Bad, was man halt eben braucht. Duschkabine, medizinischer Scanner, das ist gut, das wollten wir sowieso mal machen. Benutzen.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations.
Hey.
It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know.
Ja, in der Tat. A+, okay. Untersuchung, Geräte, Ratschlag.
Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Okay, Geräte. Was
What
hat er?
devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the third cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Okay, irgendwelche Ratschläge?
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Also sowas wie, ja, Softdrink.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest causes of injuries in Union City? Remember, no matter how short the journey, a monopod is always safer and more convenient.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Ich glaube, das reicht.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered
Ah,
and
das ist
will
gut.
arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had gathered quite a bit of information about his health and social situation, but I still needed to know exactly what he did for a living.
Ja, okay. Dusche, lass uns mal duschen. Ach, können wir nicht.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Oh, Alter. Ernsthaft? Toilette? Nee, ne? Müssen wir das machen? Mitarbeiter des Monats.
So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
A cleaning supervisor, employee, cleaning supervisor. Okay, alles klar, Toilette.
After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like.
Schließen.
There was a boot print. Curious.
Okay, warum ist der da? Hat er hier oben irgendwas versteckt?
So Graham was...
Ja, ja. Okay, sieht doch aus, als ob da jemand auf die Toilette gestiegen ist und hier irgendetwas... Nee, sieht aber nicht so aus, ne? Oh, das ist schön. Na, bringt aber nichts. Und dieser Spiegel bringt übrigens auch gar nichts. Okay, gut. Ja, ich denke, wir sind bereit, oder? Oh, Kaffee. Oh, ich möchte auch Kaffee.
At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans.
Wein? Er steht also auf Rhein.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
Herz.
Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking.
Ich gucke mir alles an, weil wer weiß, was dieser Typ uns da gleich fragen
Definitely
wird.
an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here.
Okay. Reden. Ich hoffe, der Mentor ist über die
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
Ich bin mir darüber noch nicht ganz sicher, aber okay. Was hat es mit dem Interview auf sich?
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-being is always concerned, sir, with a citizen's well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy.
Okay. Was machst du hier eigentlich so, Grahams Frau?
Chipworth, tell me everything you know about me.
Request respectfully declined, sir.
But aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been sir's butler for a very long time.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders, sir.
Whose orders?
You... nice try, sir. Almost had me.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk. I had to do my own investigating.
Natürlich. Okay, was ist denn mit seiner Frau?
Tell me about that woman.
A woman? Can sir possibly be referring to his good lady wife?
Humor me. For instance, her name would be...
Madame Songbird. Clearly, sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
Okay, gut. Chipsworth.
So, what do you do, Chipworth?
Whatever sir desires.
Oh, dann probier's doch mal mit Jonglieren.
Can you juggle?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are restricted to the minutiae of domestic service.
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know.
Oh, so ist eine Entschuldigung. So, das Interview.
Is this interview just going to be about me?
Correct. The mentor is here to assess sir's well-being.
And what happens if Sir answers the questions incorrectly?
Incorrectly, sir? Get them wrong? How could sir possibly do that?
Perhaps I hit my head on something.
Ha! Very droll, sir, very droll. Might I suggest that sir just be himself and it will all be fine?
I didn't have long. I needed to learn about Graham Grundy. And fast.
Ja, ich denke, wir haben alles herausgefunden. Das
Goodbye,
ist sehr
Chipworth.
freundlich.
Have a very special day, sir.
Yes, I will. So, ich gucke noch mal eben da rein und dann sollte es auch Schranktür. Dann sollte es auch okay sein. Oh, das ist sehr aufschlussreich. Naja, gut. Okay. Warte mal, hier haben wir noch einen Fernseher. Interessant. Was macht er? Hallo? Fernseher einschalten? Macht es nicht. Oh, wir können uns wohl nur von der anderen Seite nähern. Entschuldigung. Ja, okay. Gut. Auf die andere Seite. Halt, da geht's ja auch rein. Feuer? Was, ernsthaft? Das ist spitze. Oh Gott. Okay, ja.
Something told me the fire was not authentic.
Okay, jetzt reicht's aber. Gut, Schlafzimmer. Warte mal, Schlafzimmer? Sie hat ihn ins Schlafzimmer geführt?
If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham.
Wir wissen genug, wir haben
I
alles
couldn't keep
untersucht.
them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Yep. Hallo.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here
Alonso?
Oh,
monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
natürlich.
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
Okay. Jetzt bin ich ja mal gespannt.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Comfort.
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
Wir haben ein A+ bekommen.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues.
Nein.
Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
Ja, vorher waren wir ein B. B+, B-? Oh, das weiß ich nicht mehr genau. Oh, nein, nein, nein. Ich glaube, wir waren einfach nur B.
Please, Mr. Grundy.
Ja.
I've
Jetzt
not
ich
got
glaube,
all
wir waren nur
day.
B.
B.
Yes, well, you'll be back up there in no time. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
Warte mal, Zugdepot. Heidpark, nee. Na, sagen wir so, Zugdepot.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra City Commerce. Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your
Ja,
well-being.
natürlich,
I'm fine.
natürlich.
Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
Ja, selbstverständlich tun sie das. Und, oh, sie gibt uns Tipps. Herz. Das ist ja süß.
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry
danke.
about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
Hobbys? Ja, Fotografie. Oh, sie zeigt uns das. Was macht sie da? Fotos? Ja, Fotos. Ich finde das putzig.
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
Can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well,
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling.
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish before Alonso's analysis comes back.
Was für ein Spiel treibst du?
Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Meine Güte, was wird das hier für eine Geschichte? Wow, ist ja unglaublich. Okay, es wird dringend Zeit für eine Pause. Wir sehen uns hier nochmal um. Vielleicht haben wir ja doch noch irgendwas übersehen oder so. Aber, wow. Okay. Gut, das Interview haben wir offensichtlich geschafft. Das haben wir hinter uns gebracht. Gut, soweit. Ah, er gießt die Blumen. Okay. Na schön. Okay, erstmal vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Schön, dass ihr dabei wart. Und beim nächsten Mal, wir sehen uns weiter um. Also, macht es gut. Auf Wiedersehen.